Hello, welcome to another episode of the Hayes Hustle Podcast. It is me, your host, the trap trainer, Coach Hayes himself. Thank you for joining us. I would love if you would take the time to like, to share, to comment, and please subscribe. Enjoy this next episode. Thank you. Welcome to another episode of the Hayes Hustle Podcast. It's me, your host, the trap trainer, Coach Hayes himself. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Anybody know what hit show in the 70s that was associated with maybe 70s, 80s? I guess I was in the 80s, so I remember it in the 80s, but I'm assuming the show might have started in the 70s. Even though I was born in the mid 70s, so I don't know. I started watching that show when I was about 10 or so, maybe a little younger. But welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Welcome back, Cotta, everybody. If you know anything about them old school shows, you got to be an old head to know something about Welcome Back, Cotta. Welcome back, Cotta. That dude was a trip. Teacher was a trip. That's how school used to be in East St. Louis. In St. Louis, where I'm from. It literally was like that. Crazy, 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 crazy. Hey, welcome back. Thank you for joining me for another episode. Today is Thursday, Throwback Thursday, Memory Lane Day, Therapy Thursday. The day I go back and let you understand a little bit more about Coach Hayes, color the past a little bit. We take a trip down memory lane, talk about some of these crazy stories that help build exactly who I am. I'm assuming everybody has crazy stories like this. Maybe not. I think I have a lot more than the average Joe, just because I had a colorful character as a father who had a crazy impact on me. And he was crazy, and he drugged me through all the crazy shit too. And so, it's kind of crazy living through these experiences that I've had, just me by myself. And maybe I got to tell my wife or some of my boys about it, something like that, or my friends growing up, like, man, are you joking? And it was all real. Like, my family knew it. Like, it's just crazy. He lived a crazy life, and I was his best friend. I was his son. I was, my dad probably had, in all, probably. Now, this is going to sound horrible about my father. I hate to say it like this, but he probably had about 8 kids in all. I don't know, 8 kids. And I was the one that he raised, and my little brother was the one that he raised. My little brother Isaiah. We were the 2 that he raised. The other ones he wanted to raise, but the moms were like, man, get your crazy ass out there. Took the babies and jetted town and got remarried and, tried to write them out their life, all kind of shit like that, just crazy stuff. But he was a kid when he was having these kids. So, you can't blame some of the parents of the moms going, man, you ain't messing with that Hayes boy. We getting out of town. And my dad was persistent. So he get a girl pregnant. He coming after her and that baby. So they literally left town to stop messing with my dad. Like you not going to leave that boy alone. You got pregnant by the boy. We just going to leave town. You never going to see the boy again. And literally my dad got kids like that all over the world. Like, I don't know. I don't even know them. I have no idea who they are. I know a couple of their names, and I actually talked to a couple on the phone as I grew up over the years, but it's just amazing. This, again, the life's just been crazy. So I've lived a crazy life, from everywhere from St. Louis to South Bend, Indiana, to south side of Chicago, of course, Portland, Kansas City. I just, I've been a little bit of everywhere, or Midwest to Oregon. Lots of Hawaii ever since I've been with my wife for the last, 20 years. So, travel's been, I've been doing some stuff. So anyway, I just like to be able to come on and give you some experiences that I've experienced over these years. The growing up stuff was just crazy, and that's the throwback stuff that I gotta just really. But also, I've been with my wife for 20 years, so that's another. We got together when we was kids, and still don't feel like I'm grown. So it's kind of crazy, except for the bills. The bills feel grown. Believe that shit. Anyway, Throwback Thursday, brought to you today by Hayes Sports Performance. I've been around for the last 20 years, baby. Been around for the last 20 years, sending kids to school, turning potential into performance. That is my specialty. No matter what level, no matter what grade, no matter what age, that's what I do. Turn potential into performance. I start off the little kids at the haystacks, I like to call them. We got everything from 30-minute sessions where we just molding minds, molding work ethic, starting to initiate rhythm and coordination, stuff like that. That's for the haystacks. And then we got the haze prep, the kids that are trying to get ready for the next level. Middle school kids trying to get ready for high school. High school kids trying to get ready for college. College kids trying to get ready for pros. Pro kids trying to stay ready. Right? European League kids that play pro overseas, coming home, working out, staying ready. Kids getting ready for AAU season, so they gotta get ready for the real recruiting season, right? Like everybody knows, recruiting season is all about club season. So kids getting ready for club season, kids training through club season. That is Hayes Prep. And then you got the last one, Hayes Fit, where it's just about getting in shape, living more about wellness and balance and health. Health is wealth type of mindset. You know what I mean? You don't have to be playing a sport to want to feel fit, to want to feel good about yourself, to want to see yourself in the mirror and love what you see. That don't take you to have to be an athlete. And you can be an adult, you can be a kid, you can be at any level. Nobody should tell you when this is to start. When you feel like you need that, call your boy. I'm here for you. 971-400-8351. That's what I do. Hayes Sports Performance. Proud sponsor of the Hayes Hustle Podcast. Boom, 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 boom. Another sponsor today, I'd like to thank another sponsor today is Temptation Air Freshener. Personalizing your riding experience with all type of air fresheners to your personal experience. To your personal preference. So you can have sports, you can have quotes, you can have different colors, you can have pictures, you can have action shots, you can have a wedding of you and your babe on vacation, or on your wedding pic, or the picture of your kid, whatever you want on there, whatever you want. We'll also have a custom line of air fresheners coming out soon. That'll be nice. We'll have all kind of different categories. I'm gonna add my different flavor on there, along with the Hayes Hustle Podcast air freshener coming soon, with all my different scents. We got the listen. We like to call them like fruity, but put the I don't like to say it like that. You know what I'm saying? Like. I like stuff like strawberry haze. I like stuff like, so we'll add that to it, exactly how it should smell, exactly how I like it to taste. So I'm gonna have it rigged up to exactly how I think I would taste, like I want to eat that damn air freshener. That's when I know it's right. Justin, you hear me? We're gonna make sure I'm almost ready to eat the damn air freshener. And then we know that's the right recipe, that's the right smell to give the people for the Hayes Hustle Podcast. Air fresheners coming out soon. Big shout out to Temptation Air Freshener. Please check them out on Instagram at Temptation Freshies. Temptation Freshies. We coming soon. Small time operation, soon to be a big time explosion. We coming. It's coming. Thank you for your partnership. Thank you for your sponsorship. Temptation Freshies. Check them out. Temptation Air Freshener. So yeah, it's another sponsor, last sponsor of the day, Bridge City Fam. Bridge City Fathers and Mentors Program. Nonprofit dedicated to bridging the gap for resources, outreach services, things that impact at-risk youth on a year-round basis. We want to bring those to kids. We're trying to bridge that gap between people who have the resources, that have a wealth of these resources, to the kids and the people who need these resources. That's the true key. That's what we're trying to do. Check us out. Check out our mission, please. www.bridgecityfam.com. Fam as in family. You know we got to keep it right. You know, fam. What up, fam? What up, fam? You know how we do. So we keep it right, man. We want to make it right because that's how we are. Bridge City Fam, man. It's real. You got your family and you got your fam. Family might be considered the people you were born with, people in your bloodline, your family. And then your fam, right? Because family can be fucked up. You got to love them, but family can be fucked up, man. Family cannot talk to you for months and years and have all kind of bullshit against you from growing up or recent or whatever the hell. Fam can be screwed up. I mean, family can be screwed up. But fam is the motherfuckers you choose to be your family. The people you choose to be around. The people that God has sent to you. Right? Not always the people with your last name. Don't get it twisted. The people who God sent to your life that stick to you like glue. That help you grow and go. Niggas ain't around just for show. Oh man, don't let me start to go. Here I'm about to blow. Stop. I'm telling you. It's Thursday. Ain't even time to be talking no mess on here yet. So, here we go. It's Throwback Thursday. Checking on some notes real quick. Got people trying to call in. I wish it was people on the show, but other people trying to call in bother me while I'm trying to do my work. Work time, baby. We on the cast. Throwback Thursday. Here we go. So my uncle was just recently in town. My Uncle JD, he was in town. And I was telling you about that on the podcast. And we had a great time when he was in town. It was great. But it reminded me of a situation in St. Louis who was growing up. While he was here, I end up having a drink with my cousin Greg. We call him Wayne. Right? We call him Wayne. I ended up having a drink. I went to go see my uncle. Had no idea nobody else was going to be there. I just thought him and his wife was going to have a drink. And honestly, I ain't seen my cousin in a couple years. Well, I seen him, but I ain't really talked to him. I don't know. Just some weird shit. Weird family shit, So I ain't talked to this cat. And this is my blood, you know what I mean? Like came from all of us from St. Louis. You know what I'm saying? We all from St. Louis. So now we here now in Oregon at the hotel. My uncle, he parading around in this hotel like it's he talking about the lobby is my living room. Just so y'all just come over, let's have a drink. He didn't got a bottle. He got bottles in the lobby. We drink it in the lobby. Like he done pulled chairs from everywhere, nigga. Like we take it up the whole. They got a whole bar over there, bro. We can go sit at the bar. No. The lobby is his living room. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, we having drinks, and so I ain't seen my uncle in some years. I ain't seen my cousin in some years. He live in town. I ain't seen my uncle because he live in St. Louis. So we sitting there chopping it up, catching up, doing some, just drinking and laughing and shit. My auntie and my cousin's wife's there too. So she's so damn cool for me. So we sitting there doing our thing, and it just reminded me of today's throwback story. Today's throwback story takes place, let me set the scene, takes place in St. Louis, Missouri. I would say on the east side, of course, on the east side. It was probably, I want to say probably 1981, 1982, something like that. Right. I'm a little kid, and we all live at my grandmother's house. My grandmother lives in this big house in St. Louis. Big house, big brick house. And let me let you know how many people live in the house. Set the scene for real. We have my Uncle Mac lives upstairs on the top floor. My auntie Ella lives on the top floor. These are different rooms. My my aunt, my grandmother's room. No. Grandmother's was on the main floor. My other aunt's room was upstairs. So two aunts, one uncle, and then our room, me and my two cousins, right? Because their moms and their moms lived in the house. My auntie my auntie Josie, and my auntie Ella. They both had rooms in the house upstairs. And we had a room, the kids had a room, and one of my uncles had a room. Boom. So like 4 bedrooms upstairs. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. One of them was kind of a makeshift bedroom, but we made it happen, right? But me and my two cousins shared a bed in the same room, so that was our room, right? We go downstairs on the next floor. It was kitchen. These are big ass houses, big old St. Louis, brick houses. I don't know. As I went back, when I went back as an adult, I was like, it's not so big, but it still fit a lot of us in there. So the capacity was a lot. I'm not sure how big the rooms were. But on the main floor, living room, bathroom, of course there was a bathroom upstairs too, but bathroom on the main floor, bedroom on the main floor, my grandmother's room on the main floor, the kitchen, living room, dining room, kitchen, master bathroom, main bathroom, and a master bedroom, my grandmother's bedroom. Okay, boom. Go down to the basement. Listen to how many people live in this house. It's cut in half again. Maybe in threes. It's excuse me. My Uncle JD's room, my dad's room. I'm sure they had put like a sheet to make a room, and another one in my uncle's room downstairs. So 3 uncles downstairs, an uncle and 2 aunts upstairs, plus me and my 2 cousins. Then my grandmother on the middle floor. This is the way the house was set up. Okay, check this out. Okay, you got the setup. We in the late 70s, early 80s. Okay, I'm living with my pops. I just got snatched from my mom, or what I'm saying, my dad had took me from my mom. So we living there, and so my Uncle JD, he was the pretty boy. He's the youngest sibling of the crew, and so he was the one that was here. Always had all the girls, always fly. Like even in high school, middle school, he was a fly boy. He had everything. And since he was the youngest, he always had the shit from everybody. I'm sure he had the weed. He had the, you know what I'm saying? Like he was the dude. Sports cars, all that shit. He was the motorcycles and shit when I was in Cali. Man, everybody, all of us wanted Uncle JD, man. He got all the girls. He got everything. This one uncle always got all the money. Some uncle always got all the girls. One uncle is, all fucked up. You know what I'm saying? One uncle is stable, family man. This is how our family is. I mean, back then, this was my perception. This is my perception back then. One of my uncles is a doctor, though. You know what I'm saying? It's just stand-up motherfucking guy. You know what I'm saying? Different dude. But I got a dude over here, just an absolute gangster. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just, just a hodgepodge of characters in my family, just from A to Z. Unbelievable. And I wouldn't have it any other way because, you got to love yours. You got to love your experience. But so at this time, I want to say I'm probably second grade, okay? So second grade, it's early 80s, it's the second grade, and we used to do a lot of playing, throughout the whole house. We just played, me and my 2 cousins always played around. We'd be sneaking shit from the kitchen. I got more story to talk, not today, but we did a lot of shit, man. And so me and my older cousin who passed away now, Cowboy, R.I.P. Cowboy, R.I.P. Tyrone, Marquette Hayes. But me and him used to play a lot, a lot of roughhousing. And my younger cousin, Wayne, He wasn't into the rough shit when we was young. So me and my older cousin, we would do a lot of, jumping off shit, thought we were superheroes. So we'd be like jumping off of roofs and swinging on shit. We seen Tarzan, we trying to swing from here to there, falling and breaking shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? My younger cousin was like, nah, I ain't with that shit, bro. I'm headed to the house. They said don't do that shit. Y'all still doing it. You know what I'm saying? So sometime me and my cousin would go do shit, and my little cousin wouldn't be involved, but it was all three of us was like brothers. We grew up more like brothers than we did like cousins. We wasn't really like cousins. We grew up like brothers. That's just the way it was. Like my dad was mostly the closest thing they had to a dad, and their moms was the closest thing I had to a mom, because we all grew up in the same house. So it was like, they disciplined me. My dad disciplined them, and they got the same talk, and we all got our ass kicked. That's just the way it went. And we from the South, where you get your, when we as kids, you got your ass kicked. I'm talking about ass whoop, spanking, ass kick. Go get the switch off of the bush, or go get the belt, or I'm gonna punch you in your fucking chest. These are real consequences to you going, not saying ma'am. Like, in the South, if you go, if they call my name back south is Buddy. So they go, hey Buddy. Or they call me Lil Bill, depending on what side. If I'm on my mom's side, it's Lil Bill. If I'm on my dad's side, it's Buddy, right? So they say, Lil Bill, come here. Hey, Lil Bill. Say this is an adult. Say this. Somebody older than me says, hey, Lil Bill. And I go, what's up? Like, you can do that in Portland. In Portland, you can do that. You can say, what's up? What it is, all that bullshit. In the South, if somebody call your name and it's an elder, if your ass do not respond in ma'am, sir, yes sir, no ma'am, yes ma'am. If you not responding like that, you might get your ass slapped up. I don't think you understand. I think somebody will slap the taste out your damn mouth in your family, right? Like an uncle hear you responding to your grandmama like, yo, what's up? And then say, ma'am. The motherfucker will have your neck in a throttle, bro. Like, you will be in a full throttle. I just want you to understand that. So just know, if you traveling down south and you one of these Portland dudes and you ain't never been down there, and somebody talking to you, you might want to just know they know you are sticking out once you start talking about that. Yeah? What? Huh? Instead of saying, yes, sir? No, sir? No, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Like, if you're not responding like that, they know you ain't from there. They think you ain't got the respect and that you're a rude ass. You know what I'm saying? That's really how. Anyway, so I just remember us playing, and this is had to do specifically with my Uncle JD. So we're one day, I don't really know what happened. My uncle went at the time. You just went and got fly ass pictures taken, and my uncle, I think he was just turning like 21. And so he went and got some fly ass pictures taken, or maybe he had just graduated high school, so he was like 18 or something. He was like 18 or 20. Maybe he had just graduated college or junior college. I'm not sure. It was something like that though. Like, I want to say no. It was like high school pics. You know how you get your senior pics, right? So it's his senior pics. So he about 18, I'm assuming, something like that. I want to say, if I'm in the first grade, my little cousin's a kindergartner, and my older cousin is in the first grade. So we all 1 year apart. Bam, bam, bam. Right? We all 1 year apart, 1 grade apart. Kind of just like that, right? So me and my older cousin, we do all this playing. And my younger cousin, sometimes he get lost he doing shit. He little sneaky ass was always doing something. Wayne was always doing some shit and always getting in trouble too. We was all getting in trouble, but he got. I want to make it think like he was some goody two shoe. This nigga got in trouble too. We all got in trouble. We just got into a more like breaking the windows shit and throwing dookie and in other people's yard. Which I gotta get to that story sometimes. Crazy. We got in trouble for some different shit, but he got in trouble for some different shit too. So. Anyway, so my uncle get these pictures done. Everybody's talking about these pictures, how fly they was. This dude had a white tux on. I think this was graduating junior college. I think he was 20 years old. He graduated junior college, right? Getting ready to go to the University of St. Louis. He's going to go to the University of St. Louis. I think he graduated like Beaumont Junior College or something like that. Maybe it's high school. I'm not sure. Somewhere right now. So he got a fly ass white tux on, right? Like nobody's doing like this nigga had a fly ass white tux on with his hair like did everything was, I think back then they had curls and this nigga had a fly. He looked it fly, right? Back at the time we was like, oh, this nigga look fly. Oh. All right. So we all seen the flick. You think about the graduation pics, like the senior pics. You get the big one and then you get all these little ones. You get all this assortment of pictures. So we had all seen the pictures. Great. Seen the pictures. Okay, fantastic. My uncle evidently had put him up. He lived in the basement. He put him up. We don't really fuck with his room because not only that, he the youngest, so he don't mind whooping our ass like it ain't nothing. Like, some of my other uncles, a little too old, they're a little older, so they still kick your ass with a belt or something. But this nigga would punch you. This nigga would like, hey, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. like grab your ass and do some shit. He'd spank it. And my dad would still spank me. But my uncle would be like, nigga, did I tell you? And, grab me. You don't want no smoke with this dude. So I didn't really fuck with his room. I didn't mess with his room. But we did like going down there because he had pictures of girls, magazines and shit. So we would go down there, look at all the girl magazines, all this kind of shit. But but that was pretty much it, right? He always has girl. We try to listen in. That's a whole other story. We gotta talk about that shit. That's bad news. Hopefully he would just hear. So if he start listening to this podcast, I'll probably get my ass kicked later because he probably gonna hear all this stuff. But this is bad news. Anyway, this story, he knows all about this. So these pictures, legendary pictures. Everybody in my family talking about how fly he looked. The nigga was fly. He just graduated. Then he spent a lot of money. Think about how much senior pictures cost even when we was kids. I don't know how much to our family. I'm sure it was still enough. Even it was a lot. But it was gonna pay for him no matter what. He was the baby boy, so he was gonna get him. So all of a sudden he comes home. He's in a fucking rage. What in the fuck? He's pissed. Now, we all upstairs, me and my cousin, we done been out playing all day, me and my older cousin, and my younger cousin had been in the house. I don't know what he was doing. He was doing this thing, he did a lot of shit. A lot of shit happened in our house. We had uncles, we had aunties. My grandmama was always cooking, and so it was always something going on. So he's at the house doing his thing. So we don't know. My uncle is screaming, what? Who in the fuck? Get down here. Get down here. Get down here. So he talks to all my uncles, all my aunts. They're like, what's happening? But they like somebody spray painted paint all over his pictures. Like, you can see like I don't know, they're brand new pictures, but you can see like if you splatter from spray paint on the pictures. So he like, who in the hell did this? And me and my cousin, we have no idea what he's talking about. Now, and honestly, I don't know who did this because we wasn't there. I don't know if my little cousin did it. I have no idea. But I'm assuming he did it because we didn't do it, right? Because if somebody did it out of all three of us, I'm assuming he did it because I was with my older cousin and I know he didn't do it, and we wasn't even in the fucking house. We wasn't even in the house, so we couldn't be in the basement. But my cousin was at the house, so nobody could figure this out. Who did it? Who spray painted? It looked. I don't know what the fuck somebody was doing, but it was painted. The pictures was ruined. The pictures were ruined, and he was steaming. I'm talking about. He was mad as hell. So he calls all three of us down there. Who the fuck did it? Now my uncle's there. My dad's down there. My dad's like, who did it? Telling me. Tell me who did it. I'm like, I don't know. I wasn't here. I was gone. So you tell me Wayne did it. I didn't say Wayne did it. I don't know if he did it or not. I wasn't here, bro. Like, I'm trying to be for real. And we all being for real. Everybody being for real. Now, again, my cousin said he didn't do it. But I'm thinking we was first grade, second grade, third grade. There had to be some kind of clue somebody did it, right? I think maybe I don't know what happened. But I don't know. I just don't know what the fuck happened. I don't know what happened. So I'm seriously like, Unc, I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. Unc, I wasn't here. I don't know. My little cousin said, no, I didn't do it. He just kept on saying, I didn't do it. I did it. My other cousins like, we wasn't here, bro. We was out doing, we was out playing superheroes. We was gone. We back in St. Louis. We could literally be gone like miles from the crib. You know what I'm saying? Like my dad was gone. My grandmother, she wasn't gonna come that far watching us. Now once we got home, we get our ass kicked. But we got to get out and go. So we was out climbing on shit and running around, throwing rocks and doing all kind of bullshit. Man, he didn't get an answer. No answer. There was no answer. Okay, who spray painted the picture? Nobody could answer. This dude's mad. He just graduated. He was the fly guy. So my grandmother had just bought these pictures for him, and it costed us hundreds of dollars. We did not have hundreds of dollars to be messing around. Do you remember how many people lived in this house? Okay, you can imagine feeding all these people at dinner. My grandmother fed all of us beans, cornbread, chicken and every kind of chicken you can have. Chicken stew, fried chicken, you know what I'm saying? The chicken gizzards, the chicken livers, anything that was, we ate every single thing. Grilled cheese because we had government cheese. It was real shit. Do you hear me? This was sugar sandwiches, mayonnaise sandwiches, ketchup sandwiches. We did that shit, bro. Like real shit, like from the bottom. Don't be talking about the mud shit. I'm from the mud for real. Like planted my seed there and grew it. So anyway, no answer. No answer to the issue. No answer. Okay. So all right. So Uncle JD. So my dad says, all right, okay, fuck it. You're not gonna tell me who did it out of y'all three. Fuck it. Okay. Fuck it. It's over. Fuck it. That's all I heard. Fuck it. Fuck it. Fuck it. So they said, y'all need to prepare for ass whoopings. Y'all need to prepare for ass whoopings. That's it. You need to prepare for ass. Everybody need to prepare for ass kicking. All three of y'all. I'm like, oh my God, you gotta be shitting me. Now we want to kick my little cousin's ass. We like, nigga, we wasn't even here. You had to do it. If it was all three of us, you had to. He still didn't cop to it. But we just like, dude, we weren't here, so we know you had to do it. So we literally blaming him, but it don't matter because we all finna get the sword. It don't matter. The heat is coming. It doesn't matter. So somehow I feel like I referenced this story on our podcast before, but I'm not sure if I did. I think I have referenced this story, but I don't know if I gave it like this. So next thing I know, man, they start calling us out to come get our ass kicking one at a time, right? So we always had a plethora of National Geographic magazines, Jet magazines, Ebony magazines, all over our house. We always had Jet magazines. We always had Ebony magazines. We always had, and I miss those days. The Jet magazines, the Ebony magazines. Oh my God. Let's talk about that on Throwback Thursday sometime. That was the shit. The Jet Beauty of the Week or the Beauty of the Month. Oh my God. I used to be in love, yo. That's when the lust started. Looking at the fucking, the Jet girl of the week or whatever. Oh my God. And the Ebony had the beautiful girls. Oh my God. Anyway, I love that shit. So anyway, they calling us one at a time to get our ass kicked. So we all go into the bathroom. Like we start talking. We in the bathroom. So what we gonna do, man? What we gonna do? So we all start stuffing all these National Geographics and all these Jet magazines in our shirts, like, in our sleeves. We went and got sweatshirts. We went and got pants, like baggy pajama pants. Start putting magazines all over us, and then went in there like they wasn't gonna notice, right? So they was like, "Come on in here." So we like, okay, like, all right, you gotta whip us down. Like this motherfucker had a belt, so I knew he was gonna be hitting hard. So I was like, yo, hey, we gotta be strapped up. We came out there and they took a couple whacks, and you could hear that book, boop, when they hit, instead of that whap on your ass, you could hear that book. Do you know, once they found out that we had those National Geographics and the Ebony magazine, and those Jet magazines stuffed in our legs and our ass, they start ripping them motherfuckers out, and like, now you got on no pants, right? Now you got on no fucking pants, and the whooping shit is happening fast and hard. Bah, 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 bah. This is back when you get big ass welts on your legs, like big ass belt whelps. This motherfucker was so mad. For one, now he thought, for one, we didn't do it. I didn't do it. So if you didn't do it, and I'm just like, bro, why wouldn't I protect myself if I didn't do it? Why would I take an ass kicking if it wasn't me? So why wouldn't I protect myself? I'm just telling you, I am innocent, bro. Like I'm trying to explain to this motherfucker. You don't take it personal. You're taking, but he took it as like, we fucked this stuff up, and now we don't want to get our ass kicked. Like we trying to take the ass kicking. I'm like, bro, that's not it. I didn't do it. I don't deserve to get my ass kicked. So, of course, I'm trying to protect my ass. Like, you know what I'm saying? I literally try to put shit over my ass so you don't hit me. Like, what are you doing? This dude snatches all those books out, snatches all of our pants off. Now we got the tighty whities on, and he is just going to town. And I just look like I got leprosy because I got welts everywhere. I can't even sit down because it stings. It's like you get whipped. You know what I'm saying? Like real welts. Anyway, I'm sure it was child abuse, but I forgive him now. He is my favorite uncle, I must admit. But that was some hard shit to deal with. And that's today's story. Today's focus of our story. Okay, today's essence of our story. Taking a rap when it's not your rap, that's hard. Sometimes the company you keep, people assume you're guilty. If you always hang around guilty ass people, you will always be assumed guilty. You will have some of that shit rubbing off on you. That's just the way it's going to go. If you hang around busy people, you'll find yourself getting busy. Schedule quickens up, addings up. You start doing more, seeing more. You start hanging around people that got more than you, that know more than you, smarter than you. You get smarter. You start growing. You start knowing. The recipe to blowing up, baby. Okay, so I just want to let you understand that. So guilt by association is real shit. Real shit. I didn't do it. I still to this day. I wanted to bring it up at the motherfucking thing. Like, bro, you kicked my ass that many years. Like, bro, I really didn't do that shit. But I didn't want to say that because my other cousin who ain't here, he passed away. The nigga who might have did it was sitting right there with me that I ain't talked to in 2 years. Like, this nigga was the one who sprayed the motherfucker. So we bring that up. And what does nigga be like? Man, I must admit, I don't want to spray that shit. Nigga, I'd be like, what? Like, nigga, I took that ass kicking for you. Like, nigga, what? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so anyway, I ain't trying to start no family shit, so I'm going to leave it in the past. But it just reminded me of this story. And it's just funny ass shit, man. Just funny ass stories, you know. And it's one of those ones where I got my ass kicked. It was not funny at the time. I was mad for about a year. Like, I wouldn't talk to this nigga for like a year. Like, we know it was you. Fuck that. We ain't talking to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, we gonna play our games over here. Nah, we gonna go down here. Nah. And so I'm sure it fucked us up for a while. But when you ain't do nothing, you take an ass kicking for somebody else. Just imagine that. You know, a lot of people do that these days. A lot of people go to jail for niggas because they didn't do it. But they're your boy. Like, no, he, take the rap. You in the game, you got to take the rap a lot. Motherfuckers better be worth it. This is the real deal. Hayes Hustle Podcast, man. I'm coming at you. Today's episode brought to you by Hayes Sports Performance, by Bridge City Fathers and Mentors Program, and Temptation Air Fresheners. Please, today, I hope you enjoyed today's throwback story. The therapy is incredible. I had to go through. I'm going to be releasing a lot of our throwback stories coming soon on our Patreon. Please sign up. We're going to have some great stories on there, along with Cooking with Coach Hayes, along with some father time episodes, just me talking about my father and some special moments and some funny moments, some scary moments. We've been through it all. So I'll be documenting it all and giving it to you all. So get ready for it. So I'm excited. Please like, please share, please comment, and let's grow together. I love you. Hope you have a fantastic day. Please join me tomorrow for Fatherhood Friday. And I'm coming at you. Okay? Have a fantastic day. Talk to you soon. Coach Hayes, I'm out. Peace.